Okay, once again, we are here to continue with our topic, production management. The last time we met, we talked about the types of production. We look at job production, we look at batch production, and we look at flow production. But I said the flow production is not the same as mass production, but at your level, just consider the job, batch, and then the flow production. Today we are going to look at a very simple thing which has already been done. It has already been done. So we are not going to waste my time. Maybe in 10 minutes or even less, we should be able to finish with this one. We are looking at physical facility layout, and that is where we talk about the types of production system. Physical facility layout. You go to the organization. When you say layout, the layout of something. Layout of something means the arrangement of it. So I've indicated here. So the topic is physical facilities layout. And layout means arrangement. We have done scientific management. The arrangement of men, the arrangement of machines, and other physical facilities within the premises is very important. It can affect efficiency. It can affect efficiency. The way you arrange your machines, the way you arrange your men and other things. So I said for the layout, we are looking at the determination of physical facility layout. We are looking at the determination of the arrangement of machines, material handling devices, office materials, the arrangement of these, and service facilities needed in operation. So their arrangement is very, very important. And that will lead us to the production system. Production system. What is a production system? What is production system? Now, production, that creation of value occurs in a certain framework. Now, when you look at even human beings, our body, as a system, what will be the framework? That will certainly be the skeleton. So it is upon the skeleton that the flesh was built. So the shape of the skeleton. So when somebody dies and you see the skeleton, that will become that becomes the framework. The framework, the system. So when we're looking at production system, we are talking about the framework or the skeleton of activities within which production takes place. But here, I didn't write the word production. We wrote, so within which creation of value, and the creation of value is production. So within which creation of value takes place. So the skeleton of activities or the framework within which creation of value or production takes place. So we can talk about two types of production system. We have already done that in our previous lessons. So we talked about the continuous production system. That is the framework, the framework within which certain production activities take place is the continuous one, which I showed a video to that effect. So we can have the continuous production system, and then we also have the intermittent production system. Now when you say the continuous production system, if you understood the flow of mass production, then it becomes very simple. We said that in that system, when production starts, there is no what? Stoppage. There is no stoppage. There is no interruption. The material will move from one station to another uninterrupted, and then the final product will emerge. It will come out. Yes, so it will be there, and then you see the final product. So that is the continuous production system. So I said when production starts, there is no stoppage until the final product comes out. An example is what is used in the brewery industries, where they make malt. When you go and they are making malt, they are making beer and all those things. When they are making mineral, Fanta, Coke and all those things, they use this one. The one we saw in the Gary processing or manufacturing, we saw the continuous. And as usual, it is used when you are into large scale production. And you know the type of machine that is used is the specialized one. It is for that purpose. It cannot be used for any other. Then from there we come to the intermittent production system. Once you understand the continuous production system, then the intermittent production system becomes very simple. It's the opposite. So if this one is the final product, there is no stoppage, then it means that for the intermittent one, there are breaks or stoppages in between production. And I'm giving you an example. In the carpentry's shop, the carpenter will measure. So they will be measuring. Then he can stop and do something else. Then cutting will take place. He stops. Then he can even move the materials to another room. Then planing will take place. For example, if it is even a big carpentry shop where they have different machines in different rooms for these purposes, then they will be moving after one operation. Human beings will have to carry the material to another room where they have the machines to work on them. If it is the open type, then they might have arranged the machines. Remember, that is why we learned about physical facility layout. So the men, the machines and everything has been arranged in order. So from this one, men will carry the machine, whatever operation that has been done, to another one. So from after measuring, there is cutting. After cutting, there will be planing. Then after planing, they can assemble. After assembling, then they can polish or spray. So this will be the intermittent production. There are breaks. That is the issue. There are breaks. If there is a very big organization that can buy a very big machine to the extent that even though it can be in the carpentry industry, now it is not human being that may be doing the measuring. It is not human being that may not be doing the cutting, the pruning, and whatever. Then that one, if it is possible, then it is also going to use the flow or the continuous production system. The question is, how did the creation of value occur? What was the framework of activities? Was it said that it was set in such a way that you put the thing in and it moves by itself, it gets to a certain point, a certain workstation, let me put it that way, something is done, then it moves till the final product, which may be the bed, the final product, that may be the dining table, everything had been done, then it emerges. If that is the case, then that will be the continuous production system. But where there are breaks, where the carpenter here, after measuring, they decide to go and have his lunch. He comes back and he doesn't even continue with that particular work. He does another thing. He stops, the next day he continues. Then you are using the intermittent. That is the term. It is not continuous. It is intermittent. So that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, this was going to be a very short lesson. We are through with physical facilities layout. We have talked about what layout is. Then we also looked at the production system, the meaning, and we look at the types of production system. Till we meet again another time to continue with our lessons in production management. Now the next thing we'll be doing will also be related to what we have already done, and we'll be looking at types of layout, and we are going to relate them to what we have done so far. So we'll be looking at types of layout till we meet again another time to continue with our topic, production management. Bye-bye.